Alright, ladies, gentlemen, YouTube viewers, this is Dragon Age Origins, and I'm your host, some guy who does stuff, and we're just gonna jump right in. That was the menu screen. Now, you've heard me raving about this game quite a bit. I'm gonna let you play the cutscene through, so I'll shut up when it starts talking, and then let you know about a few details to do with this particular Let's Play series. So I'll be with you after this.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Extended black screen. Very good. So the background I select will determine which of 6 distinct opening stories I play through. It also affects new characters. Wait. It also affects how characters respond to you throughout the game. Now, I put this to a vote, and Dwarf Noble is the one that came out top. And just because, I have to be a warrior, because it just feels right. And there's the Noble. Now, and it will become obvious on this screen.
Greetings.
The update. I turned off all of the gameplay affecting mods that I had, including the Winter Forge, which I'll later really want to... I'm just going to keep with this preset here, by the way, and tweak it a little bit while I'm going on. Yeah, because the Dwarven armor Looks good on a dwarf. The human armors look kind of weird, so can Okay, we want him to be grizzled, but we don't want necessarily quite that grizzled. He's noble after all, so he wouldn't look too rough. He might look that rough. I don't know. These guys spend a lot of time underground. And yeah, I've obviously got a couple of extra skin tones there. He's got too much of a glow. That'll do it. Tattoos, no, because those are the quote-unquote brands. You'll learn about those. If indeed you haven't seen this game before, we're gonna go with that hairdo. Yep. And the beard, I don't know. Definitely needs a beard, because it's a dwarf. A dwarf has to have a beard, otherwise he just isn't a real dwarf. Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. I don't actually think that one is the right choice. That one might be. That one feels best, because it's just the most beardy. We're not going to go for the complete red, I don't think. But it's not really red, but it's a reddish brown. Pink beard. Not going to go that dark either. I think that's a happy medium. It's a more natural color. This is part of the cosmetic stuff I was talking about. Eyebrows I don't think make any damn difference, and stubble, this more or less does nothing at all. Yeah, we're not going to worry about stubble. He's a noble. Not only does he know how to shave, he probably has somebody to shave for him. Eyes, okay, we need a bit more of a vigilant look. That might be a little crazy. Super surprised man. Excellent. Alright, some things that should definitely be noted while I'm playing this is that, I don't know, his eyes needed to be closer together. Not only have I played this before, I've played this a lot, so, wow. So I do know a great deal. You won't get much in the way of surprise reactions out of me for this, but hopefully it's still an enjoyable thing to play. I think that's probably the right color to go for. Brow depth. How angry do we want to make him look? That's not... Oh, it might be. Oh, hell if I know. Maybe it's brow height. Yeah. Slightly, it looks, taken aback by something. That just looks basically the same. I don't know, about slightly lower. That's about right. Nose, basically the default. It's a dwarf. It's gotta have a god ugly nose. Can't do anything with mouth or jaw and cheeks because obviously beard covers all. Beard not quite attached to face there, but we're gonna let him off on that. Neck and ears. I feel like he should have super thick neck because he's a dwarf warrior and he's a badass. Yeah, close enough. And the portraits always feel like they're kind of off center. So I'm gonna move it like there. And expression is just fairly pointless. You go from completely expressionless to a bit repulsed to kind of sleepy looking, and then a bit drunk looking, angry looking, and then just like special cousin Ed. Yep, default face. Here are the voices.
No! It is gone!
What's gone? That doesn't sound very wise.
My weapon does nothing!
Does it not? Okay.
How do you do? Right. Casting. Focus.
It's the wrong voice. It's the wrong voice.
Greetings. Well, that didn't work. My weapon isn't working.
Sounds a little too uptight.
Greetings. I cannot cast it. This weapon does nothing.
Dwarves ain't smart. They hit stuff with axes.
Charmed, I'm sure. It didn't work! This weapon does nothing. Coming through.
That's pretty suave. Coming through.
Greetings. Ugh, my spell. This isn't working. You're in my way.
Well, that just makes him sound like an asshole. Definitely not that, so... Cocky, I don't know.
How do you do? Damn. Lost the spell.
Greetings. I have lost concentration. My weapon does nothing. Excuse me.
I think Wise is actually the best option here. That's certainly the one that sounds best to me. You know what? You know what? Because obviously the portrait is the most important part. Let's turn slightly. A little bit more zoom. Look down. No. Let's get a nice upward shot. So like get some stature out of the 3-foot-high man. Yep, that'll work. And we're not going to change his name because, you know, I don't need to. Not this time. Durani Dukin. And we're going to dump the whole freaking lot of this into strength because... I don't know, because... As far as I recall, I'm going to need a chunk of strength anyway. Now, the improved combat training is more or less useless for a player character. It's incredibly... No. That is useful. It's combat tactics that's useless. I apologize. That would probably be important. Okay. That we're not going to need. That we're not going to need. Talking long term here. That we're not going to need. That we're not going to need. We probably want a little bit of coercion. We're not going to need combat tactics free until later, so we can save that for now. We are going to want that just because it provides a resistance bonus, especially at the higher levels, so that's kind of good. And this, did this do anything? No, it didn't really do anything at all. Right, that'll need a cunning score up to 16. Just noting. Okay, we're going with coercion because you want to be able to intimidate people. He's a pretty intimidating guy, 2 foot high. And in terms of warrior, we're gonna make a kind of tanky character here. You get through the game a lot easier if you just go with that. Like, if you give into it and wow, I don't remember how to build this exactly. It has been a little while. That'll require more strength, but shield pummel sounds like a good idea. And what are we going to need down there first? Okay. This is something I should get up here maybe first. Building characters isn't this complicated, I just don't want to screw it up right at the beginning. And I am unfortunately aware that I've spent like almost 15 minutes just messing about on the menus and showing you a cutscene. It's okay, this is an introduction to this series. It's more for the people who are interested. Easy? Hell with that, let's just go normal. I don't really fancy my chances with hard right now. Moderate use of tactical pausing. Wait a minute. Am I immune to friendly fire here? Okay. Okay. You know what, I don't care. I'm showing off the story. I know I did a hard playthrough once. I was on some kind of achievement hunting thing or something. It's not really important. I believe here comes another cutscene.
Deep beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, the larger of 2 known remaining dwarven cities in the world. Orzammar was once the seat of a major empire connected by tunnels called deep roads, which stretched thousands of miles. The city now stands alone, cut off from the rest of the Dwarven ancestral lands by the Darkspawn incursion. Secure in Orzammar's impregnable construction, the Dwarven noble houses continue their centuries-old power struggles. Assassination and blackmail are commonplace, but the appearance of honor is paramount. You are the second child of King Endren of House Aeducan, the 9th Aeducan ruler elected by the Noble Assembly. You grew up in a world rife with political intrigue and have struggled against brothers and cousins for honor and prestige. Today, a feast celebrates your first military commission, the opening move towards real power in the ever-changing game of Dwarven politics.
Greetings, my lord. You are dressed and ready. Excellent.
Yes, I
I
dressed
couldn't
myself.
find the armor's matching dagger, but I scrounged up a rather fancy longsword. Do you wish to wear your shield to the noble's feast?
Now, I don't like the douchebaggery. Yes, let them see me as a warrior.
Of course, if every other noble has a shield and 3 swords, you'll feel awfully underdressed.
And see, yeah, I don't want to play the stuck-up noble, you know, y'all ain't allowed to look me in the eye kind of thing. This guy's my boy.
One can't take all this marching about and speech-making too seriously. Moving on to the business at hand. The king expects you to make an appearance at the feast, but there's no rush. The noble family heads will spend hours boring your father with petitions and petty grievances.
What sort of grievances? No, I don't really care, honestly. What should we do in the meantime?
As part of the celebrations, permits have been auctioned off to members of the merchant caste who wish to sell wares in the Diamond Quarter. Lord Harrowmont has also opened up the provings for young warriors to test their mettle before tomorrow's battle. Perhaps we should go show them what single combat is really all about. And by we, I mean you. I'll practice my cheering.
Proving sounds appealing. Let's
Right
go have a
behind you,
look.
my lord. The day is ours until the feast.
Because obviously, the ability to just beat the crap out of people, straight up, that's fun. So, let's just double check stuff like this. Come on.
As you say.
Right click. That would help, wouldn't it? Good job. Different weapon stats. I don't really care for any of that stuff. My shield looks crappy. I want a real dwarven shield. So yep, this is Gorham, who I just switched to by mistake. Is that word? I don't remember, but he's my boy. He's like my squire, you know? And he just tails me around.
Congratulations on being named commander, my lord.
Damn straight, helmet guy. Yeah.
Very well.
Right, can't bust into there. Trian's room.
Balin? Oh, sorry. I am so sorry.
Yep, let's just barge in. Something kinky's obviously happening. Mistress.
I'm sorry. I thought you were Prince Balin coming down the hall. Forgive me.
Gorham, tell her that my brother is at my feast. Wow. Jerkish. No harm done.
I will show myself out, with your leave, my lord.
Yeah. That's the
Thank you.
nicest way I could be, really.
I will go now.
That tattoo on her face means she's one of the the lower caste. They're very up on the class system and...
No sign of trouble. To serve the Idukans.
Father's room? Yeah, no such luck.
I am at your service.
He's proud. There's a guy. This way is out.
You sure you want to go to the feast now? I doubt we can escape to see the provings once we're inside.
Nope, you're right.
I
Let's
can't
go.
wait to see who's fighting today.
Okay. Can't go in there. I keep trying to water run. Wow. That's probably bad. I'm tempted to set up the action bar a little bit, though. I have no idea. What set am I asking? That's... No. That is also an ability. Okay.
Your father has allowed the merchants to show their wares in the Diamond Quarter during these
So,
celebrations.
spells and talents. Okay, here we go. That is passive. So in that case, what I want to do,
Rations.
I want that on Q. I want something else on that later. I don't know. There. 4. It's relevant because I had a system to this.
I'm sure we can work this out reasonably.
I'll work
It's
it
in the
out.
records. There's nothing I can do.
Oh, wait a minute. Here's a side mission. Scholar Gotek and Brunton Volney. Alright.
Please, Mr. Volney. My work is accredited by the Shaper.
These books are lies written by the enemies of House Volney.
I write only what I find in the ancient records. Lord Idukan, you can vouch for my work, can't you? Your father loved my History of Idukan, Paragon King, Peacemaker.
Of course he did. Idukans are badasses. I'm gonna pretend I read it.
This worm has written a book that slanders my house.
So kill him, no. I'm gonna find out what it says.
It doesn't matter, it's all lies.
That doesn't really sound convincing. Come on.
He says that Volney, the paragon who founded my house, known throughout the world as the greatest of men, was a fraud.
Not precisely. When the Assembly names a paragon, that man or woman is then, by definition, everything one can aspire to be in the world. They form their own noble houses and are revered as living ancestors. But paragons start off as men.
Volney was more than a man.
So rather than doing this, what was Idukan like before he was a paragon?
Idukan was much loved, but he was still a man. He was plagued by melancholy, and his fervor regarding Orzamar's safety bordered on obsession. When Idukan was proposed as a paragon, only one lord in the assembly objected. The others savagely hacked him to death. Idukan's motion passed without a single dissenting vote.
Unlike Volney, is that what you mean, old man?
Volney became a paragon by the narrowest margin in history. One vote. A vote mired in rumors of intimidation, intrigue, and outright bribery. The records of that vote are kept in the Shaperate and are a matter of fact. Not liking history doesn't make it any less true.
See? I teach him that he's an idiot by showing interest or something? I don't know. You know what? The scholar is freaking right.
You're taking his side? What if he published a book like this about your paragon Idukan?
Shut up now. Nope. The truth is more important than your
You would
pride.
not say so if it was your house, but I shall respect your wishes. For now, excuse me, your highness.
That fool has no idea how weak his house is or how low he sits in it. Shall I have him killed, my lord?
Whoa! He's not worth I don't want him going after the scholar, you know. I'll ask the scholar.
Well, historically, it has been prudent to eliminate a small threat before it becomes larger.
Nah.
As you say.
You've shown House Iduken a friend to research, history, and the glory of our people.
Haha, you'll remember this when you write of me. Nah, just carry on with your
Of
work.
course. I have much to document and organize. Good day, Your Highness. And thank you.
Yep. I'm a cool guy. I'm a prince. And I'm a nice dude. How are you doing?
The finest in home decorations!
You don't need to shout at me, I'm just stood here.
Ah, my friend. Enjoying
You there, bending over guy.
The Darkspawn will surely run in fear from you, my lord.
Tomorrow's assault on the Darkspawn.
Damn straight, I'm a badass.
My Lord Iduken, you honor me by visiting my humble booth. May I show you my wares?
Of course, good merchant.
Please, look as you will.
Swords? Nah, I don't want your crap, but I was nice to you. That's what counts. You.
Nothing beats a good set of steel cutlery.
Really? Oh, you do have some cutlery. They're all knives. Well, duly noted. You're not...
Our trust follow, big brother.
Here we
How
go.
surprising to run into you out among the common folk.
Especially since duty requires that you attend our King Father at the feast today. Have you so little respect for him to disregard his wishes on a day set aside for you?
Lord Harrowmont told me we wouldn't be needed for hours at least.
Silence! If I want the opinion of my sibling's second, I will ask for it.
Yes, Your Highness.
Douchebag. Let's, I won't bend to his will? That sounds like I'm just an impetulant youth. Balin... Obviously, he just loves him. Don't speak to Garim like that.
I speak to lower houses and castes as they should be spoken to. Now do as I say.
Because I'm pretty sure he'll back him up. Keep barking orders. I'm sure I'll care someday. Impetulant. Let's see what he does.
You're on your own. I've been dealing with him all afternoon.
What exactly is that supposed to mean, little brother?
Nothing, Trian. I've been having a great time. The speech you gave to the legless boy about hard work and making something of himself was fantastic.
As heir to the throne, it is my duty to impart wisdom and judgment upon those who need it. Now then, you, get to the feast.
What a douche. Kiss my ass, Trian. I'm not going to use that one, but I will use that one.
Stubborn, aren't you? When I'm king, I will help you get over that. Come, Balin.
That was fun. Nothing like being talked down to by the next king.
Whoa there. I don't know. I don't think he will. I don't think he means well. I don't think any of these dialogue really express what I'm thinking right now. Kind of like, nope, he's an asshole. So that's really arrogant as well. Yeah, that one.
We can only hope. Perhaps we should get going.
Okay.
Look at this piece.
What you got, dude?
My Lord Iduken, nothing here rivals your amazing Iduken armor, but if you wish something made...
You know very well House Iduken has its own royal armorers.
Of course. Forgive me.
You know what? Tell me about your pieces.
Your Highness's legendary prowess is matched only by your kindness. I buy only the finest iron ore, and personally oversee the armor's crafting by the most skillful of the smith caste.
Fascinating. Thank you.
Of course. The honor was all mine.
Nonsense, woman. Your
I
words
would like
bring
to
shame
see his
upon
armor.
My lord,
Because it's armor!
you honor me, your highness.
Okay. Ooh, I want that. How do I get that? Do I have anything to sell here? Stuff in that chest back in the house.
The edges are rough and pitted.
I'll be back,
Would you
merchant
compare this to
guy.
Bronca's work?